This is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and you are listening to the Wrestling POV podcast.
Hey guys, this is Hardcore Country Mickey James, and you are listening to Wrestling POV podcast.
What is going on, people?
What's up?
Nothing.
Dang.
It's one of those dangs. We got Tony Khan's bullshit fucking announcement.
Another one.
Another one, yeah. He was just talking about the fact that he finally blinked.
He did.
I think someone told him. I think somebody said, "Hey, Tony, you might want to blink once or twice."
Yeah.
And
they told us the guys at Wrestling POV were watching you and they said you didn't blink the whole time.
Yeah.
The guys that wrestle at POV, I couldn't even say our fucking name. They're fucking with you.
Yeah.
They're messing with you, man.
The thing is with him, he's got to be like off the teleprompter thing. You can tell that he's reading off a goddamn teleprompter.
Jesus Christ, he's got to be.
Like,
man, I don't know who's worse, him or Biden, but that's a different topic. Sorry.
I mean, it's truthful.
I try not to go too political on this show because we don't do politics on this show because we're a wrestling show.
Exactly. We try to keep that shit out.
Yes, we do.
Enough.
Yes, we
do.
We got a few things to talk about. Not too much happening this week. I'm sure we'll go over a lot of it during Clay's news and my rumors. So there you go on that. Let's go straight into our Facebook post. This week's fantasy matchup. You know what? My bad. It was who? Clay versus Elio, right?
Yep.
It was Chyna versus Rhea Ripley. Who had Rhea Ripley?
I did.
Elio did. Yeah.
Elio did? And
yep.
Wow. And Clay had Chyna.
Yes.
This, I wasn't expecting what I just took a glance at. Yeah. We're going to talk about it in a second. I'm just going to read some comments first.
I have numbers for all three of these the posts that we have up there.
On your TikTok?
Yep.
Okay, we'll do that in a second. I just want to read some of these comments. Jesus Christ. Already, man. Already. From what I can imagine. Jessica and Michael Barlow, so it looks like they share an account, but I don't know who's commenting. Oh, well, it was probably Jessica because she wrote Poppy.
Okay.
Are you serious?
Yeah. There's no Poppy involved. It's just mommy in Chyna.
What's wrong with these people?
I don't know.
Ugh. Don Gibson said Chyna would have killed the woman out there now. What?
What does that mean?
I have no idea. I'm assuming he's saying Chyna would beat the shit out of Rhea. I don't know. No clue. Jesus Christ. Roy Helpler said Chyna. Okay. Jesse Henrik, he said people need to wipe their roses tinted glasses. Chyna was what?
Why would throw that out there?
Why would you start off like that, bro?
Exactly. Makes no sense.
And then he goes on to say Chyna was amazing for her time, but let's be real here. Ripley would wrestle circles around her that match at WrestleMania with Charlotte. Chyna could not have put on that caliber of a match.
I wouldn't say that. I disagree.
Yeah. Yeah. Chyna was good. Jesus Christ, she was wrestling dudes.
Right? She won the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
I was about to say, she was the Intercontinental Champion.
And as far as toughness goes, I would have to give it to Chyna. Those chair shots, remember those chair shots she was taking to the head? Good God.
Yeah.
She was in one of the Royal Rumbles.
Yes.
I would think it's only due time for Rhea, though. I can see her getting in it. Yeah.
I can too.
Yeah.
Next year, a couple years.
Yeah, for sure.
Alfredo Atkins, he put a lot of E's in his name. He said, "Mommy would destroy Chyna." Okay.
All right. Well, that's your POV.
Yeah. Bajram Amanti said, "Good morning."
Good morning, but answer the fucking question. That would make me have a good morning.
Well, he put another gif of Leonardo DiCaprio clapping. Then he put another good morning. So I guess he wants to say good morning to us.
Have you been hanging with Tony Khan?
Probably. Camilo Velasquez said Chyna, no contest. Robert Hernandez said Chyna. Cody Luciano said, I love Chyna, but Mommy Rhea would go over.
Okay.
Okay. Jacqueline S.G. Lavilli said Rhea. Cord Watson said Chyna, winner. Ann Ferguson said Rhea. Robert Hernandez said Chyna. Ron Chess said in WWE 2K33. Was he trying to be funny?
What? Sounded like it, but nobody laughed.
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't. Billy Kelly said Chyna's never been a part of any of my fantasies. Was he being perverted?
Sounded like it.
Was he like seriously being perverted?
That's not what we were asking.
No. Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to maintain my composure here.
Yeah.
It's hard to, man.
It is. It really is. All right. So before we go into our thoughts, let's get into our thoughts. Elio, what do you think out of this matchup?
So I like Chyna. Like we said, she was in Royal Rumble. She wrestled guys. A lot of the guys. She was the Intercontinental Champion. But I have to stick with Rhea Ripley because the focus they're putting on her, I think this would be a great match.
Yeah, I agree. Clay, what's your thoughts?
I agree with Elio. Honestly, this match would be great. Honestly, if you think about two women to wrestle against each other, this would be a perfect matchup. This would be a matchup made in heaven because both of them could kick each other's asses. Both of them could take a fucking hit.
Yeah.
Both of them can wrestle without a doubt. And I hate people when say, oh, well, Chyna wasn't that great of a wrestler. Yes, she fucking was.
Mm-hmm.
You pay attention to some of her matches back in the day. She was fucking good.
If they weren't good wrestlers, they wouldn't be in the WWE.
Period.
Yeah, exactly. But if I had to pick, I would think Chyna would win this match.
Wow.
Yes, Rhea's dominant right now. Yes, she's getting that push. And I feel like if it were a matchup today that Rhea would get over. But if we're talking like prime versus prime, I think Chyna would win.
Okay.
So I'm giving the edge to Chyna.
All right. Okay, Julian, what do you think of this match?
Yeah, I think that this would be a WrestleMania caliber match. I think this would be a better match than some of the men. Rhea is on another planet though. This match will be better than
some of the men. Like who? Like what? The fuck are you saying?
Right? This will be like a WrestleMania main event caliber.
You just said, Jesus
He already
Christ.
said that.
You just said that this match would be better than some of the men. Who?
Like,
if you're gonna make a comment like that or a statement like that, say who. Just don't say, it'll be better than some of the men. Like who?
Off the top of my head, I think this would be better than.
Oh my God! Then who?
Let's say.
Fuck! What? Then who? Oh my Lord! Can you just answer the fucking question? You just said this match would be better than some of the men, and I say who? Like who?
Like a Seth Rollins match.
What Seth Rollins match?
What?
What? You're muted. Jesus Christ. How are you going to say this match would be better than some of the men, and then I say who, and then you can't answer it. You just say Seth Rollins. That's one person. One fucking person. Come on, man. Plus, Seth Rollins, he's in the main event for the fucking world title. And you threw out Seth Rollins? Oh, my Lord. I got to take
Help us all. Yeah, well, we're...
And I'm drinking Jack Daniels.
All right.
Damn. I mean, you drove Tony to that point. It's like, I'm still sticking with Bud Light, though.
Man, I went straight to Jack.
There you go.
God. Damn. Anyway, my opinion, this would be a good match. Absolutely would be a good match. We're talking Prime versus Prime. Same as you, Clay. I would give the edge to Chyna. I really would. Only because, and I'm not trying to sound hypocritical, I don't think Rhea is at her prime yet, to be honest.
No.
I really
She's
don't.
She's only, what, 24, 25?
24?
Yeah.
And the
she
fact,
hasn't even hit it.
I think she's just getting started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if we revisit this later on in a couple of years, we might have a different story. Well, me and you. Who'd you pick, Elio?
He picked Rhea.
I picked Rhea Ripley. Yep.
Yeah. And who knows? Maybe I might pick Rhea then. But I think as of right now, I would go with Chyna for the edge. Just by a little bit. But these gals, let me tell you something. They beat the shit out of each other.
Yes, they would.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's my take on it. Now, Elio, you did a poll on TikTok.
I did.
What are your results? That fucking Jack already.
So 63% went with Rhea Ripley and 37% went with Chyna.
Wow. And I tell you though, this one on our polls was very close. Very close. 52%. Now, Clay, you went with Chyna, right?
Yep.
And Elio went with Rhea.
Yep.
The winner of this fantasy matchup, according to our polls, with 52% of the votes, went to Rhea Ripley.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's okay.
It is.
All right.
47% went to Chyna, and that's fine. That's all good.
I mean, that was a close matchup in a way. Like, even with the comments that we had on it, it was like Chyna, Rhea. So it was like back and forth. So it was a good fantasy matchup.
Yeah, it was. We'll do another one after the break. It'll probably be myself versus Clay. So we'll think how the Elio think of something, and then he can do it right after the break. Let's go to our other Facebook post. Another poll, because next week is the for the world title, AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins. We did a poll on that, but of course we have some comments. So, yeah, I don't. Should I? Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Matt Hoover, he said, "I hope it's AJ." Okay. David Conway said to Matt Hoover, then why move him to SmackDown? I think Seth wins and then goes after Roman or has a feud with Cody all summer, culminating at SummerSlam with Seth coming out the victor. So he was trying to book a fucking show.
Sounds like it.
A match, yeah. Matt Hoover responded to him and said AJ wins and moves to Raw in the swerve? Question mark. And then Dave Conway responded to him and said, what the fuck is that word?
Acceptable?
Yes. Reason, I'd be okay with the swerve. Adam McMillan said, I want AJ Styles, but we all know it's going to be Rollins. I have a different opinion on that. Ian Insberg, he said, if AJ wins, does the whole OC go to Raw? That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Xavier Vernon said Seth all the way. Keldon Kazama said, my boy AJ Styles will bring the title home. What home? Who's home? Your home?
Right.
Matthew Blair said, I really hope it's AJ Styles. Put him back on the map in WWE. Yeah.
I don't think he ever left the map, though.
No, he got hurt. Come on, people.
Yeah.
Russell Jack Ramsey said, okay, can somebody explain to me why Roman Reigns still has 2 world title belts, considering this title tournament and belt was created because Roman refused to defend the Universal title? I mean, I swear, Triple H stated Roman has been stripped of the title, and that's why the new World Heavyweight title was created. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something here. So he didn't even answer the question. He just went on his own fucking rant. But let's kind of answer that. Let's answer it for the guy because he wasn't disrespectful. He wasn't rude. It wasn't a bad comment. So let's answer that. I mean, why is Roman still holding 2 titles?
I can't tell you. I don't get it much.
I really have no idea. And they were even talking about, Paul Heyman was like, what if he ends up having 3 championships? I'm like, please don't, because then you would have.
Well, he was talking more or less with the fucking tag titles, but I see where you're coming from. Yeah, it would mean he has 3.
Yeah. Because I'm like, please no, because then you would have created this new one for nothing.
Yeah. But I guess, you know what? I'll answer this question after Night of Champions and see what happens the SmackDown after Night of Champions. If he still has 2 belts, then we have to raise that question then. You know what I'm saying? Because if one of them is the Universal, the other one is the World title, and AJ and Seth is wrestling for the World title at Night of Champions, then why is Roman still holding on to the World title? Doesn't make sense.
I mean, you can't have 3 world champions if you come down to it. That doesn't make sense at all.
That'll be too much.
That would be.
And that's what I was saying a couple of weeks back. I'm like, so do we have 3 world championships now?
Yeah.
I'm guessing maybe it's merchandise sales. Maybe they still have the Universal title. Or the WWE title online. Maybe they're trying to make more money off of it. I don't know. Because it doesn't make any sense. I mean, he's undisputed champion, but wouldn't that mean you drop those 2 titles, create a new belt, and be undisputed WWE champion or just WWE champion? Like, I just don't get that. So I guess we'll see. Same with the SmackDown titles. Yes, it's like undisputed or the tag titles.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Why do you have 2 belts still?
Why are they still holding on to 2 belts?
They had that championship tournament not too long ago. It's like, why did you bother having a tournament if you still have 2 sets?
It doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Nope.
And then what's odd, and you know what? We'll talk about it later. I'm not going to bring this up because then we'll be talking about something different. But like I said, I'm going to wait till after Night of Champions, the first SmackDown after Night of Champions. Because Roman is technically on SmackDown, and if he shows up and he still have both belts, then I'm going to be like, what the fuck? But this would be a good opportunity for WWE, okay? Being that they introduce a new world title, they can introduce a different type of Universal title, in my opinion. Why? Because I mentioned this before. I always thought it was a dumb idea to have this Universal title and World title look exactly the fucking same, but different fucking colors. So
I agree.
With the Universal title, it still has the WWE logo on it. Change that shit up. If it's a Universal title, it's supposed to be bigger than the World title. I mean, wouldn't you think, or no?
I think so, because the universe is bigger than the world.
Yeah. Yep. So wouldn't you think that they would change that fucking belt? Just get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it just is. It was such a dumb idea. Same thing with the women's title. You have the same exact title. It's just a different color just to determine the brand. That's dumb. Especially when you're doing these drafts. And then you have, Bianca's Raw Women's Champion. She got drafted to SmackDown. Now she's got to become the SmackDown Champion. You know, if you didn't, it doesn't. No. Because if you didn't have the colors on the fucking belts, then we wouldn't have to worry about Bianca switching belts with, who's the fucking other champion?
Rhea.
Rhea. You wouldn't have to worry about them two swapping. You can just say, all right, well, the world women's champions here and the universal women's champions there. There you go. Easy fix.
It is.
But you got to do this dumb shit and fucking, we went way off topic, didn't we?
Yeah, well, hey, it's
well, we were answering
like
the dude's question anyway. So.
Exactly. It's a common thing, it doesn't make sense.
No.
So I blame the guy who commented that, because then you got us all on a rant and confusion and headaches and all this shit. So it's okay.
But it's true, though. I mean,
it's
and the thing of it is, like, when the draft started and Bianca was announced that she was going to SmackDown, everybody was fucking commenting on it, saying, oh, well, that means they're going to do the swap and blah, 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 and this and that. It's like, oh, my God. They could avoid all that bullshit by changing those fucking belts. And I can guarantee you that was all of Vince's idea when the whole double championship. Well, we make one red and make one blue, pal. Good shit.
No, bad shit.
It is.
It is.
That's Vince's talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. You guys, who you guys pick? Elio, who you got? Who you pick?
I got Seth Rollins. I feel like they created this. They set up this tournament specifically for him because, like, right now he's just on this great run.
Yeah,
like everyone loves him. They're singing along with his entrance theme every week, and I feel like he's on Monday Night Raw. This was created for Raw. So if you have AJ Styles winning, he's on SmackDown. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
you're gonna add even more confusion.
Yep.
Clay, who you picking on this?
I'm going to quote Ben Pierce here, and what the logic idea to do is Seth Rollins, because like Elio said, Seth is on Raw. This title was made for Raw, and no offense to AJ Styles, and he's on SmackDown, and he wins the world title. What are they going to do with Roman being there?
Mm-hmm.
And AJ Styles having the world title on SmackDown? Then Raw doesn't have a world champion.
Yeah.
So do the logic, aka Ben. Here.
All right, Julian, who you pick?
Yeah, I'm going with Seth Rollins. It's the no-brainer pick. He's on a great run so far. I think this run was better than his Intercontinental run when he was over then. So that's my pick.
All right.
Okay.
That was nonsense, but okay. Now here's the thing, and I'm fucking everybody up. I'm going with AJ, and I'm gonna tell you why. Granted, yeah, this Raw belt is exclusively for Raw, and Seth is on Raw. So, just like what Clay said, the logic, Ben Pierce, would be to have Seth win, right? But it's so predictable that Seth would win. I'm going with AJ, and then AJ just ends up going to Raw. Easy fix. Okay? Now, the reason why I'm also saying that is because, number one, like I said, the easy pick is Seth. What happened on SmackDown with Grayson Waller, either two things can happen. And if you guys don't remember, he had issues with Seth a long time ago when they were bringing him in here and there.
Yeah.
And then now, all of a sudden, he's rooting for Seth. He's not rooting for Seth. So another swerve could happen. And then instead of him interfering for AJ, he interferes on Seth, costing him to lose. And then Seth is going to have a program with Grayson Waller, even though he is on SmackDown.
So then they split up the OC.
Possibly.
I think they should.
Or he does end up costing AJ, and then everybody stays where they're at, and then the feud will start between AJ and Grayson Waller. So, but I'm going for AJ though, to be honest.
Okay.
All right, now, Elio, you have a poll on TikTok you did on this one.
Yep.
Who you got winning on this one?
Okay. 82% went with Seth, while 18% went with AJ.
God damn. No love for AJ, huh?
Not at all.
Holy shit. Jesus.
I honestly think if this draft never happened and one was on one brand and the other was on another, if it was just a straight match, it would be a lot closer.
Yeah.
Because it's AJ Styles and Seth Rollins. It's going to be a damn good match.
But I also think, to be honest, I also think that they just picking Seth because, I mean, honestly, Seth is over right now.
He is.
And 9 times out of 10, we all should know this, especially when we play the pay-per-view points game. If it's too predictable, sometimes it doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
I mean, look what Cody and Roman, their match at Mania.
That's
everybody
true.
went with Cody.
Every single person went with Cody. I did not see one person that went with Brock. I mean, Roman. Sorry.
Roman, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they swerved us then, and everybody was pissed, weren't they? But they got over it. Why? Because he started to feud with Brock.
Yeah.
So something like that's going to happen. I have a feeling. But anyway. Okay. On our poll, 63% went with Seth Rollins and 36% went with AJ Styles. So again, it's like I said, it's for me, it's kind of predictable. So
yeah,
there you go. All right. Our next post. What is Tony Khan's announcement this time? Holy shit. I can't wait to read this one.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Sanders. Josh Sanders said, "Shut up, Julian, you're muted." My bad, wrong Tony.
That's perfect.
Thanks, Josh.
Oh, that's awesome.
You're fucking muted, Julian. Shut up. All right.
Josh wins the internet.
Yes.
Josh wins the internet.
Yeah, he won the internet. He definitely won the fucking internet. That's fucking hilarious. Jesus Christ. Cody Curson said his huge announcement is that he's making a huge announcement this Friday on Rampage. Oh, my Lord.
Wow.
Josh Sanders said, "I say, though, the Cokehead is going to announce a brand split draft coming soon between Dynamite and Saturday show." Jesus Christ, Josh.
He's nailing them left and right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Andy Lewis, the lone wolf. El Lobo. Yeah. He commented saying, "Here's Tony." Yeah, he knows where we were getting at with this. Tyler Rothenberger, he said that he is a lunatic and he is crazy. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, we've been saying it all along. Jesus. CT Harrison said he wiped his own ass with the Elite's assistant. So proud of him. Our little boy is growing up. God damn.
Fuck.
Guys are ruthless.
Yeah.
But funny as shit. Even Christopher Hemphill responded to him. He goes, "That's funny." He even posted a picture of Tony Montana, you know, when he was sitting there with all the coke around him, but he put Tony Khan's face right there. Oh my God. Joe Calbury said he licks New York City's bus terminal urinals. That was disgusting. Derek Tran said he said that he is a hoe. Okay.
Alrighty then. Sure.
Now, Russell Jack Ramsey, you've commented several times, and he wrote a fucking goddamn novel that has nothing to do, and I'm not reading it. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah. You know
we
what?
don't
Fuck
read
it.
novels, guys.
No,
Okay.
but I'm gonna read a little bit of this, just a little bit, not all of it. He said Eric made a good point. He's talking about Eric Bischoff. He said, Eric made a good point. It's not do or die for Tony. So if you look at it from the perspective, then AEW will never get worse or get a lot better. It will just simply be there as always, never improving. But I have a feeling eventually professional wrestling fans will get bored, just like I'm bored with this fucking statement. Anyway, I added that.
Right, yeah. I figured that.
I'm not reading anything more. I mean, dude, I appreciate it, but I mean, come on now. He was trying to make people laugh with this, and you failed miserably.
Mm-hmm.
Richard Luan Davies. He said the new TV deal, including the new 2-hour show. Okay, well, that wasn't fun.
Sure. No.
James W. Kukin. He's commented a few times and kind of makes me laugh, and he makes me laugh with this one. He said he failed his own wellness policy. Oh my Lord! And another comment. Yeah, that was good. All right, I can't read no more. You guys are fucking. There was some good ones. You guys didn't disappoint. There was some good ones. All right, that's enough for our Facebook post. I'm done. I'm fucking breaking out in the sweat. Yeah. If you guys have any comments or questions, drop us a line on our Facebook page, and we'll talk about it next week on the show. With that being said, it is time for the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Clay.
All right, let's get into the wrestling news from around the world. I'm going to start out with some unfortunate news just to get it out of the way. Superstar Billy Graham has passed away. He was on life support for a little bit, but ended up passing away at the age of 79.
Yes, he did. Yeah. And I just want, and I'm glad you brought that up, Clay. I just wanted to throw this out there. A certain person, and Elio will know who I'm talking about. Now, he passed away yesterday. Or, well, not yesterday, but this past Wednesday.
2 days ago, yeah.
2 days ago, Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And this certain person commented saying, see, AEW acknowledged superstar Billy Graham on the show and right in the middle of the show. What's WWE done? Nothing. Now, bro, number one, AEW was on Wednesday. Number two, what show does WWE have on a fucking Wednesday?
None.
But you know what they did on fucking Friday SmackDown? They did a video package for him.
Yep.
They did.
So stop, man.
They always acknowledge like past wrestlers or managers or refs. Even
just because they don't do it in a timely manner that you want them to do it right the fucking way. Fuck, man. And the thing is, this dude's never stepped in a fucking wrestling ring. So don't fucking act like you're all of a sudden you're a fucking, just because, you know what? If I say this part, people will know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it, but Elliot knows who I'm talking about. I'm sorry, Clay. Go ahead.
You're all good, brother. All good. It was announced this week that Vince McMahon will remain chairman until either three things. He passes away, resignation, or incapacity.
Jesus.
So Vince ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but hopefully Hunter will remain in charge, as far as they said. And I played a clip a couple weeks ago with Vince saying that with the bigger decisions he's going to make. It's like, you know what? You just need to stay the fuck away. Do the business part. That's all good. Because, you know, the guy from Endeavor said that he wouldn't make this deal. He wouldn't have made this deal unless Vince was still involved. Okay, fine. The business part. Stay with fucking that. And leave Triple H to do his fucking thing.
I agree 110%. Yep. Seth Rollins will be in the new Captain America movie to be a member of the Serpent Society.
And that's another reason why I say it's going to AJ Styles.
Because he'll be filming that?
Yeah. Did you see it? They showed us, someone took a picture of him in costume. Looked pretty cool.
I did. Yeah. And I think Becky was on set too.
Oh, was she?
Picture. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see her.
She's not in it, but
they're
married. So, yeah. Unfortunate news I've heard also that Randy Orton's doctors have advised him not to return to WWE yet after a November back fusion surgery.
Yeah.
So we're still
Actually,
waiting on
his
the Viper.
dad, Cowboy Bob Orton, also said that too.
Yeah, I saw that. So I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just what I've gotten. AEW Collision will debut June 17th at 8 on TNT. It's going to be another 2-hour show.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
And amongst discussing with all of us, we are going to cover it.
We will. Because we do it for the fans.
Of course we do.
Yes. Another great thing, the Pat McAfee Show.
Oh,
will
boy.
now be on ESPN this fall. They made a new deal with Pat, but who knows on a WWE return because it's a 4-year deal.
Damn.
I mean, he could still technically do it, I guess, but I mean, I'm sure his sole focus is on his show. So, I just had to throw that out there because everybody knows that.
Of course.
Pat McAfee.
Of course.
I'm going for it. Damn it. Niagara Falls is to give Trish Stratus the key to the city, so her song makes sense now.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure. Congratulations.
Sure.
Nice.
Sure.
And my last bit of news, and I thought this was hilarious. I had to point out there. Not this part, but the second part. The Shield has been the number 1 debut in WWE history, according to WWE.
I saw
But
that.
somebody commented on this. Mr. Ryback.
Yep.
And he tweeted, this dumb motherfucker. He tweeted out, "Congratulations to the Shield for having the number 1 debut in WWE history. Preventing me from winning the WWE Championship further cements the impact I was able to make in such a short period of time and my ability to help create new stars, while also getting myself massively over. All great, guys."
Shut up,
So he's trying
Ryback.
to make...
Whenever over.
God.
Yeah.
No.
Well, see, I didn't see that.
Night.
But somebody else also responded to that. Do you know who?
Who's that?
Fucking Chris Jericho.
Oh, a fucking course.
Yeah, he responded
say?
to that. I forgot what he said. I thought that's who you were talking about. I didn't know about Ryback.
Oh no. Yeah.
But no, he responded to that saying some dumb shit about he should be the number 1 or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah.
Well, I was there that night, and let me tell you, Ryback was nowhere near over.
No. Hell no. Hell no.
But that's all I had for the news. Tony, let's get into rumors.
All right. Reportedly, Drew McIntyre has agreed to renew his contract with WWE in a very huge deal.
Good.
Right. Yeah. So that answers our question from last week?
Mm-hmm.
Or 2 weeks ago?
Well, he's not going to AEW.
I know, right? Or TNA, those stupid fucks.
Oh God! Yeah,
They already started doing the posters, putting his picture.
He's all
Drew
elite.
McIntyre's all elite.
He's all elite, guys. Oh my God!
Right?
Drew McIntyre's all elite. Ha ha, sucker. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Dumb fucks. Damian Priest, LA Knight, Bobby Lashley, Matt Riddle, Cody Rhodes, Gunther, Finn Balor, I don't know why Chad Gable is in this, and Edge are all names in the mix for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match this year. Yeah. I mean, I know that's a lot of guys, but it's just it's in the mix, peoples.
Okay.
A lot of people are pissed off because they're saying that fucking why is Gunther on it and blah 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 blah. So,
because he's a bad motherfucker.
But not only that, it's not going to hurt him if he loses. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's not going to hurt him. It's not going to hurt any of these guys.
Nope.
But I would still love to see LA Knight win it. I really do. And if it does, when is Money in the Bank anyway?
June.
I was going to say, I would think after Night of Champions.
You looking it up, Elio?
Looking it up? Hold on. I'll look it up right now.
That's just off the top of my head.
But, I mean, like a lot of people are getting pissed off because, not to spoil anything, but with LA Knight teaming up with Rick Boogs, and doing what happened, and I'm fine with that because I always say, okay, if they're paying the price now, that means something better is coming for them later. If they do what they're told, something good happens to them later on. Look at Damian Priest.
Unless you're Baron Corbin
or Baron Corbin, yeah.
That's true.
But you know what I'm saying? So
so Money in the Bank is on July 1st.
No shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, a couple months.
Yeah.
So anyway, I would like, out of all these guys, my two picks I would have to go would be LA Knight or Damian Priest.
Yeah.
Because they both have been doing what they're told, and this could be a nice payoff for them.
Really good.
They have to carry that fucking suitcase around, but so
it's true.
There's that. We'll see what happens later on. DIY is looking at a big push after Night of Champions. So after next week, I guess they're gonna reunite. So Tommaso Ciampa should be coming back. What kind of? He had surgery, right? What kind of surgery he had?
I think it was either maybe a back surgery or a hip surgery.
I thought it was a hip.
I thought it was his hip. Yeah, but I think something like that.
Elio, can you look that up?
He's on it.
He's right on it. All right. Carlito might accept a WWE contract this time around and appear on WWE television. That's if they offer him one. He said he'll take it. And he should. Good. After that. But you know what? I just want people to understand. The pop he had in Puerto Rico, it's just not just because he's in Puerto Rico. He didn't. He came back during COVID, didn't he? But people were still raving about Carlito coming back and his appearance, the way he looked. Everybody was like, God dang, he got big.
I say he's jacked.
It was all over the internet. So, hey, give him a shot. I think he'll do good. He'll fit right in with LWO.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And finally, this isn't a rumor. Well, kind of. I guess. Oh, no, it's not really a rumor. Matt Riddle. His name's been trending during WWE Raw this week, but he wasn't even on the show. A video of the original Bro leaked, and everyone, I didn't, saw a part of him that they can never unsee. It seems that he is well aware of the leak as well. Now, the stolen video is from, it was published on Snapchat and it's gone viral.
So I was it's Tommaso Ciampa. It was hip surgery.
Hip surgery. Yeah.
Hip surgery. Yep.
You were right. So if you guys don't know what happened, somebody is trying to, I don't want to say blackmail Matt Riddle because they posted it all over the internet. But the thing of it is, Matt Riddle responded to that person and said, "Where did you get this?" And the video is of him standing in front of his camera, unzipped his pants, and he put the little bro out, if you know what I'm saying. So, yeah. So,
interesting.
Yeah. So he was sending that to somebody. Now, here's the thing. I don't care.
No.
As long as it's not a fucking, a younger person, that's not of age. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fucking that one dude. What's his name? I even forgot his name.
Velveteen Dream.
Velveteen Dream, yeah.
Yeah.
But what all these guys do on their spare time, I don't give a shit. And you're trying to ruin this dude because who knows who he sent it to? Riddle seems like a freak. He's from Saratoga, New York, my area. So I wouldn't doubt that he did that shit. But, for him to do that and you publicly post it to do what? You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
That's
nothing.
Nothing.
But who knows?
To ruin this man's life.
Yeah.
Why?
But my thing is maybe this person did try to blackmail Riddle and be like, listen, I got this video. You better pay me $10,000 or else I'm going to post it. And he said, fuck you, I'm not. And then they posted it. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. We don't know. But But the information that we got now is that it was just leaked. No reason behind it. Don't know who the person was. It was just leaked. So, you know what I'm saying? Makes sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, it's like, why'd you do that? For what?
There's sick people out there, man. It's just, I don't get it much either.
I don't either. I don't
have a clue.
All right, so that's all I got for the rumors. Clay, what do you got for injury?
Well, I have a few. It was announced tonight that Liv Morgan has an injury, but I can't find it anywhere. It still says undisclosed, but they had to relinquish the tag team titles. So they're going to have new tag team titles next week.
Yeah. Well, see,
champions.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Why did they do it with the women's and not with the men's? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, people.
It's true. It's true. I don't get it. It was also announced on SmackDown tonight that Dakota Kai also got hurt last week.
I didn't see that one either.
I didn't either. I was like, when did she get hurt? But it was said, so I just threw it in my injuries. And I figured out that both Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy, a.k.a. Bo Dallas, both sidelined with an injury, and that's where they've been.
Oh, geez, really?
Yeah. So I guess they're dealing with injuries, and that's why this story. I think there's more to the why this story is not going than just being injured. But I just throw that out there too. But that's just my own POV. I think there's a lot more to it.
I hear you.
Yeah. But that's all I have for injuries.
All right, let's get right into the hot tag news. This week we have, is it time for Bianca Belair to turn heel? We talked about this. Before I read these comments, guys, what do you think? Is it time for her to turn heel?
It is beyond time.
Really?
If you want my honest opinion, Bianca, as talented as this woman is, she has no story going.
No.
I mean, this little thing with Asuka, whatever. She needs to be a bad bitch because she was in NXT. She was a heel. And she did a damn good job with it, too.
Yeah. That was the last time she was a heel.
Yes. She needs a new spark. She needs something to click. Because even we've said with her wrestling, it's kind of getting stale. There's something missing.
Yeah.
And the babyface Bianca is starting to get old. It really is. She needs this spark to turn heel. Now, I understand WWE sees her as Superwoman, as children's favorite wrestler. Yeah. I mean, I get that image. I get that thing. But so was Bayley at one point in NXT, and look what happened to her.
It's true.
She turned heel, made everybody cry, and then she was on top of the world. And yes, Bianca's on top of the world right now, but I think she would do a damn good job as a heel and get her another story, get her somebody else to feud with. And I know damn well for a fact that she can make people hate her.
Oh, yeah.
Bianca's just that talented.
Yep.
So, yes, I think it's due time for something like this to happen to Bianca. So, yes, please turn heel. After this thing with Asuka, fashion. Let's go.
I agree with that. And I tell you, and here's what pissed me off. And I did see one comment on here. I'm just going to say it right now. I don't know who it is, but if I come across to it, then I'm going to just put your name out. Now, he commented some bullshit. Why? Because she got booed in Puerto Rico and blah, 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 blah. We're like, no, dude. No. First of all, we're saying that for the same exact reasons that Clay just said. Okay? Number two, we said the same thing about Roman Reigns when he was a fucking face. We said time and time again that the character is just not there, that he does need to turn heel. Maybe that'll help. He turned heel, and he's one of the biggest fucking stars WWE's ever had, in my opinion.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Maybe that can happen with Bianca. And it's like I said, she hasn't been a heel since her NXT days. Okay, so that's a very long time ago. The rest of the time, and I get it. She's the little girls admire her. They look up to her. She's a hero to them, or a role model, or whatever. I get it, but lately, and it could be the storylines. I don't know. Could be, but it's still not a big time. For instance, last week when Asuka spit that shit, the mist on her, come on, bro. You cannot defend her overacting. You can't.
No, you cannot.
That was bad. That was bad.
It was bad. I do rather see her as a fucking baby face than what she's doing. I mean, as a heel, than what she's doing now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just me. That's my take on it. I think honestly, it is time for her to turn heel. So that's my pick. Elio.
Yeah, it's. I think it's time for her to turn heel. She needs to refresh the character because something is just not working right now, and having her turn heel would make for some interesting storylines and fresh new matches.
Yeah.
Plus, we've seen her in NXT as a heel, but we've never seen her on the main roster. So it would be cool to see her as a heel on the main roster.
I say it would shock the internet, shock the world. It would be very shocking.
Sure, she's a role model, but so is Bayley. And I remember when Bayley came out, the Bayley buddies, and she cut her hair, and then she took a baseball bat and destroyed all the Bayley buddies, and that was the end of Bayley.
Yep.
And she hasn't changed.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's working for Bayley too, in my opinion.
It is.
So
yeah.
All right, Julian, what do you think?
Yeah, it's a new direction.
You always start off with that. Yeah. Do something different.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, she needs a new direction, and a new direction would help her because if they continue, shoving babyface Bianca down people's throats, fans are gonna start turning on her.
You know what? Don't say that. Don't say that.
Man.
Don't say that.
I don't think they're shoving. I don't think they're shoving down her throats.
They're not, because people like you, Julian, were saying the same shit about Roman. Okay, and what happened? Nothing. So I just fucking hate it when people say, "Oh, they're shoving her down our throats. They're shoving Roman down our throats." No, they're not. God, we say the character might be off, but the wrestling, obviously, they got. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Julian. Finish up.
Yeah. The heel turn will be.
Oh!
The heel turn will be very refreshing for her. It'll give her, what's the word I'm looking for? Something more. It'll give her something more to work with, and
like how?
It'll get.
What do you mean that'll give her something more to work with?
Like, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'm trying to figure it out.
No, it's not. Come on, man! We're doing a fucking show.
I know. I'm thinking. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my God! You had all this fucking time to think, and you. Oh my Lord. Josh!
We need you. I need help. This is like,
would you finish up? God,
yeah.
Go!
I'm sorry. I'm kind of stumped. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. Speaking of Josh Sanders, he said, yes, her and the Street Profits. Have the Street Profits ever been heels? I don't remember.
No.
I
don't think they have.
They're another one. But see, they're still doing okay.
They are.
We've talked about them splitting up, but that's it.
Yeah.
No.
I just wanted to say something real quick. I wanted to interject so bad.
No. Jesus. Josh Sanders said yes, her and... Oh, my God, where's the fucking button? There.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Josh Sanders, and he thinks he's funny. Josh Sanders said yes, her and the Street Profits, and would even be cool to see her with them more, since I do believe they are all on SmackDown. Yeah, they are. Fabian Galazara with MVP as a manager. I think that will work too. I think so.
You think so? I don't think Bianca needs a manager, though.
No, she don't. But I think MVP would be, I don't want to say a bonus, but I would say it could probably help her because everybody hates MVP anyway.
Yeah, they do.
It's almost like another version of Paul Heyman. You know what I'm saying?
MVP wouldn't be a voice. He would just be like an add-on. Like he would just add to her new character if she turned heel.
Yeah.
Okay, I can kind of see that. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm thinking that as a mouthpiece, and like Bianca could do a damn good promo.
She can. She can sometimes, but I think MVP can help her with it too.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I'm not against it, but I'm not for it either.
Right.
Like if it happens, I'll be like, okay. But if it don't, okay. Vincent Heisler said it's time for her to go away. No.
I love seeing Bianca on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should go away.
Yeah. Reed Faye said, "Oh, please, they're turning her into Super Cena. They'll probably make the same mistake with her that they did with Roman when they tried to have him be a good guy."
What?
Yeah, that
they never made a mistake with Roman.
No.
And the Super Cena, fuck that. Like, seriously?
By the way, Roman Reigns and Shield started out as heels.
They did.
Yeah. Heather Barnes said, "Why should she turn heel? Asuka is the one doing heel shit because it's so cool. Wrestling fans can be a joke sometimes. And so is this comment."
Absolutely.
A fucking joke.
That made no sense.
It did.
Nope.
Like we don't know Asuka's a fucking heel. Jesus Christ. Charmel Newman said, she said, "I honestly thought the heel turn would happen after she got booed so bad at Backlash, but I was wrong." But again, you have to
saying that.
We're not saying that. It was just a simple fact that for some odd reason, and you know what? I think Elio mentioned it, and I think I mentioned it too. People in Puerto Rico, they love New Japan. They watch New Japan religiously also. So they knew Io Sky from New Japan. So of course they're going to cheer for Io Sky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, not a bad comment. We're just throwing that out there. Wendell Wells.
Because we posted this out doesn't mean that she got booed in Puerto Rico. That
we didn't post. Yeah, we didn't post it because of what happened in Puerto Rico. We didn't.
No.
That had nothing to do with that.
Nope.
Wendell Wells said, "No one's talking about it, but we all heard what happened at Backlash. Bianca got booed big time. With all the new baby faces in Raw, you have to be very careful with what they do with the EST. She wasn't even on Raw last night. WWE can't keep shoving her down people's throats every week. If y'all remember, EST was originally a heel. Now,
first of all, she's on SmackDown.
Yeah, she's on SmackDown. But the thing of it is, dude, I mean, I was agreeing with your comment, kind of, certain things, until you threw the shoving her down people's throats. Another one. You know, and again, we did not post this because of what happened at Backlash. We didn't.
No. When I thought of this, I didn't even think about, Bianca got booed, now she needs to be a heel. No. Yeah. It's just a different character that she could do.
Yeah. Maybe elevate her a little bit more. Who the fuck knows?
Right. Exactly.
Junito Rivas says, "I don't think Papa H won't turn her heel. Not yet." Okay.
All right.
Charles Grashaw said, "Yes, she would make a great egotistical heel. Her heel EST promos could be gold." Okay, there you go. It's a good comment.
Yeah.
Jonathan Mitch Sneed said, "Nope." George Anderson said, "Don't think that she would make a good heel." Okay, your opinion. Terry Carpenter responded to him and said, "You haven't seen her in NXT, obviously. No shade." He responded back to Terry and said, no, haven't really watched much NXT. At least he was honest. Jesus Christ.
That's true.
Troy Spurlock said, "No, it doesn't suit her. Plus, WWE has enough heels." I don't think they do, to be honest.
No.
I really don't.
I mean, Bloodline, Judgment Day.
But as far as women goes, they got what? Fucking Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler.
Yep.
Io Sky. Rhea. Not
Bailey.
Dakota Kai, Bailey.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of at the top of my head.
Yeah. Albert Smith III. He said too many little girls like her. Well, we said that.
Yeah. Didn't
Tony-
stop him from turning Bailey heel.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
Just saying.
Yeah. Tony Tone. He said, I'm sick and tired of past history with females being turned heel with the champion. I'm glad it hasn't happened. Okay.
Sure. Whatever.
He also said, what's making her non-relevant is the way the stronger young females are not being given better stories. I kind of agree with that.
I do too.
Kind of.
I really do. Like, I feel like even with Rhea as champion, yes, I understand why they threw Zelina Vega in there because it's in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
But why? There was no story there. It was just, Zelina versus Rhea. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, couple more. Juan J. Curran says she was over as fuck as a heel in NXT. She absolutely should go back to that because she's starting to get a negative reaction as a face. I agree with that comment.
I do too. Yeah.
I really do. All right, last one. Oh my God, we really got to end it with this. Kenneth Laquan Knight said, "What's up, y'all?" Okay, that's
Hey.
What's up? What's going on, bro? There you go. You got your fucking shout out. God damn. Suckered me. All right. All right. That's it for the Hot Tag News. When we come back, we got this week's fantasy matchup and This Week in Wrestling. Be right back.
This is the hardcore legend Mick Foley, and you are listening to the Wrestling POV podcast.
Hey guys, this is Kevin Owens. Make sure to listen to the Wrestling POV podcast. Take it easy, guys. Maybe I'll end up on your show one day. Who knows? But if I do, I'll probably end up taking the whole thing over, and then it won't really be your show anymore. So maybe it's not a good idea. Who knows? We'll see how that works out.
And we are back, and you can find Wrestling POV every Saturday on Spotify, iTunes, Podbean, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Now it's time to get This Week in Wrestling. Tony, let's get raw.
All right, but before we get into This Week in Wrestling, it is time for our this week's fantasy matchup. It's myself against Clay. Now, Elio, he has his matchup, and it's all on him. Elio, take it away.
So we're going to do old school versus new school. I've got a number between 1 and 20.
Okay. Who do you want to pick first?
Tony, go ahead and pick a number between 1 and 20.
I'm going to go with 11.
Play.
16.
The number I have in front of me. The number I have in front of me is 14.
What? Wait. So who's that go to? No, it goes to Clay, right?
It goes to me.
Yeah, because
you
said
11, right?
Well,
yeah.
You pick 16, and
so that's 3. It's the close. We prices right the shit closest to it.
Yeah.
Wait. So if that's the case, then it would be me. But nah, go ahead, because you were only 2 away.
Okay, that's fine. Sure.
All right.
And just to let y'all know, I switched to Tennessee whiskey with strawberries and cream.
There you go.
I still got another.
Good.
It is good, man.
Yes.
It is good, but I still got another bottle of Jack here I'm going to be drinking after this. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? Go ahead, Elio, sorry.
All right, so it's on Clay, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he picks
all right,
old school.
So Clay, what do you want, old school or new school?
Give me old school.
All right, so Tony gets new school. And
yes, sir.
It's going to be Clay's old school, Randy Savage versus Tony's new school, Austin Theory.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
okay.
All right.
I like that one.
I do too.
So Clay's got Randy, and I got Austin Theory. All right. Okay.
Really old versus really young.
Yes. Yes. Holy shit.
It.
This will be good. Yeah. And, yeah. Fuck. All right. There you go. There's the matchup for next week. And then it'll be, we'll do Josh. Josh hasn't played in a while. So we'll do Josh versus Julian for the following week. There you go. I'll think of something and then I'll email Josh. All right. So let's go right into Raw. I really didn't have any low points, even though there was some borderline, but I didn't want to really hate on it. So I didn't have any. High points though was the Miz versus Shinsuke. I thought that was pretty good. It wasn't too bad. I like the fact that Shinsuke is starting to get back in the groove of things. It's going to take a while to get to Shinsuke to get to where he should be, in my opinion. Because honestly, let's be real, he won the IC title a while ago. That was a long time ago. Fuck, right?
It's been a while.
I think they really need to soup this guy up to get him into a title picture. Whoever it is, either AJ Styles or Seth Rollins, whoever wins that, they need to put Shinsuke in that. But they need to get Shinsuke into some credible matches with some credible dudes. Throw a good fucking match so that way people can say, hey, Shinsuke should be in that title picture. So that's where I'm going to go with that. Good match, though. Another good match I had was Judgment Day versus Sammy and KO. Man, this was good.
Very good.
Man, this was good. Yeah. Loved it. So that's all I got. Clay, what do you got?
Yeah, for me, honestly, high points. I gave it to the Battle Royal for the number one contender match to face Gunther. I thought this was a good Battle Royal. Told some stories in it with JD McDonough, Dolph Ziggler, Alpha Academy, and the Viking Raiders. Like, it was storytelling, and I appreciate that for a Battle Royal.
Yeah.
But the only thing I'm kind of like iffy on, Mustafa Ali gets the win.
I was going to talk about that. Yeah.
It's like, really?
Yeah.
Come on.
If that wasn't obvious. Now, we're not trying to say anything bad, but come on.
That was the thing that did it for me, because like the Battle Royal was, of course, not bad, but you gave it to Ali.
Yeah.
Right.
And see, that's the thing. When this Battle Royal started, I'll be honest with you. Ali was not the person I was picking to win this at all.
No.
The Battle Royal, like you said, it was good, but the minute he won, I was like, oh my God, seriously predictable. They're going to Saudi, so yeah, no, I hear you.
Exactly.
And then even backstage, when he was talking to Gunther, just think positive.
Yeah.
I don't get this character he's doing. That's my
Me neither.
And freaking fireworks going off like he won the damn Super Bowl. It's like, bro, you're going against Gunther. He's going to kick your fucking ass.
That was all done for fucking Saudi Arabia. That's all that was done for.
Of course. But, yeah, I gave it a high point still. Another high point, Becky Lynch's promo. I thought she sounded like her old self as this main character in this. I saw old glimpses of Becky going at Trish. I mean, for the Night of Champions match, I thought this was a good promo from Becky.
Yeah.
So I dug it. And like you said, Sammy and KO versus Judgment Day. This was a great match. I loved watching. So, and Judgment Day wins, as they should. So it was good. Low points, I did have a couple. Indus Sheer versus Jobbers. I get what they're doing with Indus Sheer. I understand the whole point of making them look good. But I do not like they go against no names. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I really don't. I mean, that's just my opinion. And one more, Raquel Rodriguez versus Chelsea Green. With this whole thing going on, the match was okay, and then afterwards, here comes Ronda and Shayna attacking, and it's like, oh, good God.
Yeah.
So I just gave it a low point. I just was not into it at all. And that's all I have for Raw.
All right, Elio, what'd you have?
All right, so high points, I did have the Miz and Shinsuke, but they really need to stop with this tiny balls chant.
Yes,
which I have to blame AJ Styles for, because it all started with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it did.
It's so annoying.
It is.
Another high point, I have Becky Lynch promo, Sammy and KO versus Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the Battle Royal was okay. Now, a couple of points from the Battle Royal. First of all, I went over the Ali.
They laughed at
you. But another point is, JD McDonough was backstage in the background after JD McDonough was done with his interview. Did you notice who came around the corner into the shot?
Finn.
Oh, Finn. Yeah.
Yep.
Like, okay.
Interesting. I like it.
Yeah.
But I will say one bad thing about that Battle Royal, though, is Zion Quinn. You don't think they herbed him?
Bad. Yes, they did.
Yeah. That's not a good. I don't
guy.
think that was a good way to, say, oh, new NXT star Zion Quinn, and then it gets tossed out like nothing.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying that is because look what they did with McDonough. You know what I'm saying? He went after Dolph Ziggler and fucked him up. So
he did.
That's where I'm coming from with that. Go ahead, Elio.
All right, so another one for another low point. For low points, I have Raquel and Chelsea, and in the share. And yes, I wrote down the names. Only because I found on the website Drake Thompson and LeVar Barbie.
Yeah.
AEW Dark talent.
Yep.
Because they were. I looked them up, so they were AEW. Yeah. That's all I have for high points, low points.
All right. Overall, I gave Raw a B- this week. Clay, what'd you give it?
I gave Raw a B.
All right, Elio, what'd you give it?
Yeah, I went with a C+.
All right, let's go right into NXT with Clay. Take it away.
All right, we're going right into NXT. High points. I had the Dyad versus the Creed brothers. Okay. I thought this was a really good match between these guys. Dyad, with this gimmick and everything, I think it hurts them, in my opinion. I feel like they do good as a tag, but just with Schism and everything, they don't get as much shine as they were before, I feel like.
But what are your thoughts on The Rock's daughter? What do you think? You think she's doing all right?
She's okay. I wouldn't call her horrible, but she still needs some work. In my opinion.
Yeah. She needs a lot of work.
Yeah. She's doing okay though for her role. Like she's not really wrestling. Okay. She's cutting a little bit of a promo. She's learning. So yeah. So and that I gave that a high point. And Tony, I know you're going to hate me for it, but I had to give it somewhat of a high point. It was Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams versus Charlie Dempsey and Drew Gulak.
Wait, you know what?
I'm sorry.
No.
What?
You know what? For that, the next time when the Chew comes on TV, better be on the high point, Clay.
We'll see if she does good. But as I was saying, it wasn't Trick, and I will get to that shortly. Trust me.
All right.
The match
trying to cover up his own shit.
No, I knew going into this. I was like, you know what? They're going to give me shit for giving Trick a high point, but I'll explain it more once I get done with NXT, and it'll make you feel a whole lot better when I'm done. So this match was decent with Charlie, Drew, and Carmelo.
Mm-hmm.
Now they had a good match. Freaking the NXT fans actually made me laugh this time, calling Charlie Dempsey Willy Wonka and then chanting Oompa Loompa Doopy. I was like, oh, that's fuck. I see it now. I fucking see it. It's hilarious. But this still was a really good match, I think, with Carmelo and Trick getting the win. Okay. Sure. Go for it. Now the low points. I'm going to start off. Cora Jade versus Fallon Henley. This is bad. This was terrible. And it wasn't even all Cora. Fallon Henley using that knee injury that she had, but yet she's still running, fucking around the ring and shit. Yeah. You're trying to sell the knee. Cora's going after the knee, and yet you still fucking run, and it's like, what are you doing? You're trying to the match itself, there was no chemistry. Cora got the win. It was just a bad match.
Yeah.
And what was even worse, Supernova sessions with Noam Dar and Dragon Lee, and for some reason Nathan Frazier. What the fuck was this? Nathan Frazier, what is his involvement? That makes no sense. Noam Dar looking like MJF's scarf. This whole match. Even Kaylee pointed out, it's like, you even wore like MJF's scarf was on his shirt. It's like, oh god. But way to make Dragon Lee look stupid, in my opinion. Like bringing out the whole, I'm trying to translate Spanish with that book, but Dragon Lee speaks perfect English.
Yeah.
So what? I mean, make him look stupid. This whole segment sucked. Just side notes. Trick doing way too much in all the segments that he was in. And this is where I'm going at, where I was saying about Trick. Carmelo and Braun would be going out. Yeah, come on. Come
Yeah.
on, man. And then he would bring out the ropes and step on the rope. And it's like, bro, you are doing way too much. This is not about you.
Too
None
extra.
of this. It's too much. It's way too much. And yes, that's where I was getting at. So I hope that made you feel a little better.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Just a tiny bit, though. You still got to say something good about Wendy Chu. It's got to be a high point.
When she's on TV next, I will try to give her the benefit of the doubt. We'll see. But, hey, I didn't give Thea Hale a little point. So you got to admit that.
Huh?
I didn't give Thea Hale a little point.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
I cut her some slack. That's
All
all I have for
right.
NXT, though. What do you guys have?
The high point I did have was Kiana James versus Thea Hale. Just to add to what you have. Everything else, though, I did have, though. Except for the trick match. I didn't have that as a high point. But it's the same shit. You know, like you said. He keeps fucking, like, trying to stand out when it's not about you, dude. And then he's trying to make it about himself. People don't understand it. He's not making it about him and Carmelo. It's not.
Mm-mm.
He's making it about himself. He's trying to fucking stand out, and it's not fucking working. If you're the hype man, stay the fucking hype man. They'll be like, stop. It was fucking stupid. I hated it. But, yeah, just to add what you didn't have for a high point was Kiana James versus Thea Hale. Loved it. That's all I got.
Okay. All right. Elio, what'd you have? You're on mute, bub.
What the hell, Elio?
There you go. Don't mute yourself.
Right?
I think I was looking at something up on here.
Uh-huh.
But okay, high points. I have the Creed brothers in the dyad, and I have the Kiana James Thea Hale. But you know what? Kiana James is supposed to be in the book. The way she was talking to Thea Hale.
What do you mean?
Did you catch how she was talking and about that? Then Thea Hale was saying she should have been in the tournament, and then that was before they had their match. Then she's like, "What do you think, Duke?" And Duke's like, "Do whatever you want."
I got you.
So yeah, high points I had the Creeds and I had the low points I had Cora Jane Fallon Henley. There was no chemistry at all between these two.
Yeah,
none.
And the Supernova sessions, and I don't know if they put Nathan Fraser in this segment because he had interactions with Noam Dar in NXT UK, but it was just bad all around.
Yeah.
I mean, we talk about carrying the championships around. Can you imagine him carrying the Heritage Cup around everywhere?
Right?
They got to do something with that.
That is just terrible.
Yeah.
So that's all I have.
All right. Overall, I gave NXT a C+ this week. Tony, what'd you give it?
I just gave it a C.
All right. Elliot, what'd you give it?
I wanted to see as well.
All right. We're going to Dynamite with Elio.
All right. Dynamite. You know, high points just for the nostalgic factor because we rarely see these anymore. I gave it to the Jericho Roderick Strong because normally all we get is the death matches with Moxley and a whole lot of blood.
Yeah.
So for that I gave that the high point, and the Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, Hikaru Shida, and Social Outcast. Low points. Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy, Big Bill and Lee Moriarty. Tony Khan's announcement. And why is Sammy Guevara cutting a babyface promos?
Right?
He's been doing that for the past few weeks.
I don't
like,
get it.
fuck. I don't either.
And another guy, this guy I'm not really a big fan of, Roosh and Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
You gave it a low point?
Yeah. Those are my low points.
All right.
So that's all I've got.
All right. I'll make mine short and quick. Same shit. Not impressed. There you go. Go ahead, Clay.
Honestly, I had to pick out a high point. I gave it to Tony Storm and Ruby Soho versus Britt Baker and Shida.
Really?
I mean, if I had to pick one high point, if I had to, here's how I do the show. It's like I got to choose one high point, not just in AEW, just with like any others. I got to find one.
Yeah.
And if I had to pick one, it had to be that. For a women's match, they did well. There you go. That's all I really got for it. And the rest of this was either okay or just low point.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dynamite's just going downhill, in my opinion. It really is.
The one part in the Jericho match when they're doing the stairwell and they were like on that ledge, I'm like, oh no, please get off there. Like, when this guy falls off that ledge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Low points. Christian Cage attacking Wardlow at the start of Dynamite. This is how you start it. It's a 5-minute segment for the TNT title. And yet you go after Luchasaurus too when he's apparently not going after the TNT title. Christian is. But it's like, God.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly. Sammy Guevara versus Exodus Prime. I'm probably saying it wrong, but fuck, he wasn't in there long enough either. What the fuck? And everybody in this Pillars match, besides MJF, of course, because he didn't wrestle, was in a decent match. And then Sammy Guevara gets in 10 seconds and he's out. It's like, what? Okay, you showed up really well here. And like Elio said, you're doing a babyface promo. And then you dumb motherfuckers end the show with Don fucking Callis.
I know, right?
Seriously? Explaining why he attacked Kenny Omega.
He didn't explain anything.
No! He didn't do a fucking thing. God. And then, of course, here comes the Elite. Adam Page returns. Okay, decent to end Dynamite, but who gives a flying fuck about what Don Callis says?
Exactly.
Nobody. So I gave it a low point. That's all I have for Dynamite.
All right, overall.
I'm going to give it a D this week. It's just bad. It keeps going downhill every week.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
It is. I gave it a D for Dynamite, and honestly, it's becoming more common than it should.
The triple D. I gave it a D also.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, let's get right into SmackDown. I'll go straight to the low point. The only low point I had was the Grayson Waller effect. I hated it in NXT.
Bad.
Just because he's on the main roster doesn't mean that it got better. You know what I'm saying? So, no, just didn't like it. I didn't like the fact that AJ Styles was involved in this, but there's got to be a reason why they did it, and I think the reason is because of what I said that's going to happen next week. So they're probably setting it up. Who knows?
Yeah.
High points I had was Asuka versus Selena. I thought this was pretty good, and I was impressed with Selena. I'm like, all right, she's getting a little bit of momentum. I'm glad that she was facing Asuka because then now she can really show her talent. And she did. She lost, but she did good. And, of course, the other high point I had was the Usos versus LWO. I was a little shocked that they won. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
All good. That's all. That's all I have. Elio, what'd you have?
Yeah, for me, I had the low points. I had the Grayson Waller effect. High points, I had Selena Vega and Asuka. That Billy Graham tribute. Come on. That was good.
That was good.
That was perfect. Yeah.
And, okay, you know what? I said I wasn't a fan of Pretty Deadly in NXT, but I'm going to give them a chance here because this was a bad match. Pretty Deadly and the Brawling Brutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But you kind of knew they were going to lose against Pretty Deadly, though.
Yeah.
But it was still good. No, it was still a good match.
Yeah.
So that's all I've got.
All right, Clay, what you got?
All right, yeah, high points. I'm with you, Elio. I gave it a Pretty Deadly versus Brawling Brutes. It was a good match to start out the show. I mean, like you said, I wasn't really a fan of Pretty Deadly in NXT. Their gimmick is, I don't know. It's not the greatest, but it's not terrible.
Please get any ring gear.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah,
hey,
this was a decent match.
You know what though? You guys would crack the fuck up if they ever teamed up with Seth.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm like, I'd be like, we fucking called that shit.
We called it a long time ago.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good match. And Rey Mysterio and Santos versus the Usos. This was another good match. The end of the show.
Yeah.
like you said, I was surprised LWO got this win. It's like,
They needed it.
Adding to this, yeah, they did. But to win against the Usos, like, yeah, that's kind of what the storyline is leading to, where Roman's getting pissed more at the Usos. So I guess we'll see. Low points, like you said, Grayson Waller effect with AJ. What the fuck was the entrance to Grayson Waller to start out? What the hell is that?
No idea.
That intro, right?
Yes. Like, it took forever. Like, Austrian Aussie. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
For Grayson? This segment was terrible. I hate how he looks into that stupid fucking camera.
He's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. But that was bad. And I gave another low point to Isla Dawn and Alba Fire versus Valentina Royce and Leon, whatever her name.
You Lisa Leon?
What Elio said.
Yeah.
Yes. But here's my thing. Dawn and Fire still have these NXT tag titles. Why? They're on SmackDown. 2, you're winning against girls that should be on NXT on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you made Indy Hartwell get rid of her NXT title, but why the fuck is Fire and Dawn any different?
They should be doing with the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships what they're doing with SmackDown Tag Team Championships with the Fatal 4-Way.
Why? Yeah. Exactly. Why is that? I don't. That's the other thing we're talking about.
Unless they're going to keep throwing them back to NXT, I guess. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
But that's the thing. They haven't even been on NXT
since
they got drafted. So what the fuck are they doing?
Yep.
I'm just confused by all means of that, because that's what threw me off in the match. The match wasn't that bad, but it's like, what's going on here? Mm-hmm. That's why all these belts are in different places, and it's all a mess. It seems like right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
No,
that's
I agree
all I
with
have
you.
for SmackDown.
All right. Overall, I gave SmackDown a C+ this week. Clay, what'd you give it?
I'm with you. I give it a C+.
Elio, what'd you give it?
A C+ as well.
All right, it's time for Battle of the A Show. If you're new to that, basically what we do is we pick which show is the A show for the week, and it's just a friendly competition that lasts all the way up till WrestleMania. Elio, what is the score as of right now?
So, as of right now, let me pull up the scores here.
Mm-hmm.
We have...
He's looking it up, folks. Be patient with Elio.
Yes, he's old. Give him time.
I know, right?
Okay, so for the A show, we have Raw with 3, NXT with 1, SmackDown 2, and AEW 0.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, there's the score as of right now. So let's go with Clay. What is your pick for the A show this week?
I'm going to go with Monday Night Raw.
All right. Elio, what's your pick for the A show this week?
I'm going with Raw as well.
All right. Don't matter what the fuck I say. So Raw wins it this week. And we'll do it again next week. So, all right. You guys ready for the book?
Absolutely.
Yep. All right. Those that are new to that, basically what we do is we put the most ridiculous things that happen in the week of wrestling. And it kind of stays in our little handy-dandy book that we got. And we do it just for laughs, to get a good laugh for the, because we need it, especially after what Julia was saying. Jesus Christ. All right.
Absolutely.
You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Baldy Sam's, go fuck yourself.
Fuck him.
Kevin Dunn's camera shots.
We can take that one out.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really been bad. Not that bad.
That's true. So I'm wondering if he's even there anymore.
True.
I haven't heard reports that he left, but yeah, we'll take it out. Fuck it.
Yeah.
No Trick Willie shot.
That stays.
AEW time management.
Stays.
Because apparently they're going to have a long pay-per-view again next week.
Yes. Well, and again, the pay-per-view that they have, if it's, again, long, then it stays. If it's kind of short, then, hey, we'll take it out the book. Yeah. Orange's knapsack.
That stays.
Trick's non-fitted hat.
Stays. He wore it.
Yeah, he did. AEW's absurd commentary.
That
stays.
Tony Schiavone.
He stays.
Barney's stolen hat.
Stays.
Porn Stash McMahon.
Stays.
And last but not least, what's wrong with Tony Khan's eyes?
Stays.
Yeah, it does. I mean, he did blink though, fellas. We're not gonna cut him some slack.
Hell no. Still acting like he's high on coke.
That's true. That is true. All right, that's it for the show. That's it for the show. But hey, stay tuned for after the show. Why? Because we got the 5-second shuffle championship, which right now, who's it on? Who's the fucking champion? Jesus Christ. Clay.
Yes, sir.
Champion. Now, Elio, what I have is Clay has 5 rings and you got 4. Is that correct?
Yep.
I just want to make sure. It is.
Yep. That's what I have in front of me. Yep.
Okay, so Ben has 1 and Julian has 0. Where was I at? I forgot. Fuck.
You were talking about the 5-second shuffle game.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Just explain what it is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And, of course, we did put the video portion of the 5-second shuffle, so that way you can see the true life of how we play it, because I know on audio you guys get the edited version, kind of. And just to see how hard this fucking game is, guys, it is hard. This is a very hard game. So like I said, so basically what I do is I hit the shuffle button on my phone, and whatever, comes up, I only play 5 seconds of it. And these guys got to guess who it is. And the first one to 7 wins. And it's just how we ride off into the sunset until next week, where we will give our predictions for the pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia, but we will not be playing the game. And if you're not sure why, we explained it a long time ago. It's our own personal reasons, but we will give the predictions, though, so we'll do that much. Also, during the game, during the 5-second shuffle game, we got the forbidden songs. And the forbidden songs are Tazz, Chris Benoit, Reba Giggle, Hook, Lash Legend, and Julian Hall. So if any of these songs comes up, they get a minus from their score. So if Elio has 2 and a forbidden song comes up, then he gets right back down to 1, and he's got to just climb that ladder even more. So with that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with the $50 man,
Clay Cummings,
and the gentleman,
Elio Canella.
All right, love, peace, and wrestling. See you next week.
Peace out.
All right, Clay. You have champion's advantage. You can either go first or pass it off to Elio.
Feeling risky. I'll go first.
You sure?
Yes.
All right. Here's your first one.
Karrion Kross.
Karrion Kross. Yeah, good call. You're on the board with 1. Goes to Elio. Elio can get 2 with this, 1 with this one. Damn, I gave him 2 right off the bat.
No shit. It's like, dang.
All right, Elio can get his first one with this one. Here you go. Oh. That was
damn.
You called it right, Clay.
I did. That's the first time.
In case y'all don't know, that is Tazz. So Elio gets a minus from his score. Goes to Clay. Clay can get 2 with this one. Here you go.
Sierra Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta, Shield.
The Shield.
Yes, it is the Shield. You are on the board with 2. Goes to Elio. Elio has -1, but he can crawl out the hole with this one. Here you go.
Boom.
No, it is not. Clay for the steal.
Dolph Ziggler.
No, it is not. It's Rocky Maivia.
The
Rock's old one, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Elio's still at -1. Clay's at 2. It's on to Clay. He can have 3 with this one. Here you go.
Finn Balor.
No, it's not. Elio for the steal.
Sheamus.
It is Sheamus, yes.
Ah, dang it.
Yes.
Different Irishman.
Yeah. And we've had this before, too.
Yeah, we did.
We've had this before. All right.
You said Sheamus. I'm like, oh, yep.
Yeah.
That was it.
All right. That just knocked Elio right back down to 0. It's on to Elio. He can have 1 with this one. Here you go.
Wish Fox.
No, it is not. Clay for the steal.
Liv Morgan?
No, it is not. We get this all the fucking time, too. Sunny Kiss.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
Dang it.
That's just terrible.
That is. That is.
All right. Elio still got 0. Clay's got 2. It's on to Clay. He can have 3 with this one. Here you go. No. No,
Damn
no, no.
it. Ah.
If y'all don't know, that's Tazz, his other one. Stole from me. And what's sad is that I like that song.
Yeah.
Right?
You know?
It's not a bad song.
It's not, but we have
From
to
your
put
part. I know. Because it's associated with the son of a bitch.
All
Not
right.
you, Tazz.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay.
All right, that brings. Yeah, I knew what you meant.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That brings Clay back down to 1. It's on to Elio. Elio's got 0, but he can get 1 with this one. Here you go.
I'm a nice man.
He laughed.
Yeah, I'm a nice man.
You want to guess?
Billy Gunn.
Yes, it is.
That song just makes me
Sorry,
smile.
I know that.
I mean, yeah.
It's too funny. Jesus
It
Christ.
is. Yeah.
All right. Elio is on the board with 1. It's on to Clay. Clay's got 1. He can get 2 with this one. Here you go. Oh,
God damn.
Ah. Damn. Fucking Tazz attacks. Jesus.
Fuck you, Tazz.
I know, right?
Dick.
Wow, that just bumps Clay down to 0. Fuck.
Good.
It's on to Elio. Elio's got 1. He can have 2 with this one. Here you go. You want to guess?
Brie Bella.
Yes, it is. Brie Bella, you are on the board with 2. Clay's went
That's an
all the
awful
way.
song, too.
It is. It's so terrible.
It is.
Clay's got 0.
Mhm.
It's on to Clay. He can get his first one with this one. Here you go.
Raven.
It is Raven. Yes, you are back on the board with 1. It's on to Elio. Elio's got 2. He can have 3 with this one. Here you go.
Is that even born?
No, it is not. Clay for the steal.
Hawkins Ryder.
No, it is not. It's Justin Gabriel. Remember him?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep. All right.
He's in, yeah. Nexus.
Yeah. Elio's got 2. Clay's got 1. It's on to Clay. He can be tied up with Elio with 2 with this one. Here you go.
I call it ball.
Jonathan Coachman?
It is Jonathan Coachman.
Yeah.
Elio had this smirk on his face like, oh, I got this one if he fucks it up. He was ready.
I saw that. The intense look on Elio's face.
I know, right? It is all tied up at 2. It's on to Elio. Elio can get 3 with this one. Here you go.
Sam Quentin.
No, it is not. Clay for the steal.
Shayna Baszler.
It is Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
Clay went right back up to 3. And you've gotten, what, 2 in a row from the Forbidden Songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got 2 in a row.
Tazz.
Man, he crawled back out of that shit. And it's on to Clay.
Mm-hmm.
Clay can get 4 with this one. Here you go. Fucker.
I'm not proud saying it, but Darby Allin.
Yes, Darby Allin.
I'm not even going to yay that one.
Yeah, I know. I don't blame you. All right. Clay's got 4. What a comeback. Elio's got 2. It's on to Elio. You can have 3 with this one. Here you go.
Bro.
You want to guess?
Matt Riddle.
Matt Riddle, yes. All right. That brings Elio to 3. Clay's got 4. It's on to Clay. They can get 5 with this one. Here you go.
Mickey James.
Mickey James, yes, my new girlfriend.
Yes.
Yes. All right, that bumps Clay up to 5. It's on to Elio. Elio's got 3. You can have 4 with this one. Here you go.
I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees.
The Miz.
It is The Miz. Yes, you are on the board with 4. Clay's got 5. It's on to Clay. He can get 6 with this one. Here you go.
Dominic Dijakovic.
Dominic Dijakovic. Yes, it is. You're on the board with 6. Elio's got 4. He's got to try to catch up or hope that Clay gets a forbidden song after this because he only needs 1 to win. It's on to Elio. He's got 4, but he can get 5 with this one. Here you go.
Ooh, chavo. Chavo, todo nombre.
You want to guess?
That's Chavo Guerrero.
It is Chavo Guerrero. Yes. Yes, it is. All right.
There you go.
That brings Elio to 5, right? Yeah.
Yep.
That brings Elio to 5. It's on to Clay. Clay's got 6. He can win it with this one. Here you go.
This is war. This is
Wardlow.
It is Wardlow. Yes, you are the winner.
Let's go.
Is this the first time? Is this the first time that we have ended the show with an AEW song?
That might be.
I think so.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
As far as I can remember, yeah.
I think so. I'm gonna have to say yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy shit. Well, there you go. There you go. Clay wins it. He retains his title. People.
Yes, sir.
Make sure. And man, Tazz really attacked on this one because he's the only forbidden song that came on. Nobody else's.
Nope.
He fucked. Holy shit.
I think he
man.
gave it.
Yeah, he probably did, that little son of a bitch. He wanted it all for himself. Thank you all for listening. Make sure you tune in next week for our predictions. See ya.
your fear is taking over. You see premonitions of evil arising. The time is